The U.S. Coast Guard announced on June 28 that they had found the bodies inside the wreckage of the dive vessel Titan, which had encountered an accident during an expedition to the Titanic. Medical experts from the United States will analyze the recovered bodies, reported The Guardian. The evidence will provide crucial insights to investigators into the cause of this tragedy, said Jason Neubauer, head of the Marine Investigation Committee. He also emphasized that there is still much work to be done in order to understand the factors leading to the Titan dive vessel tragedy and to ensure that a similar disaster does not occur again. The wreckage of the vessel was brought ashore in Newfoundland, Canada, on the morning of June 28. Authorities expect that the recovered vessel pieces will shed light on the investigation into the disaster and answer questions regarding the experimental design, safety standards, and certification deficiencies of the vessel. Large metal fragments resembling parts of the white hull of the Titan and its submersible davit arms were hoisted from a Canadian vessel named Horizon Arctic at a dock used by the Canadian Coast Guard in St. John's. Twisted cables and other objects potentially related to the mechanical components of the 6.7-meter-long dive vessel were also visible. The Titan vessel was reported missing on June 18, local time, at a location approximately 700 kilometers south of the Canadian city of St. John's, Newfoundland. At the time of the disappearance, the vessel was en route to the site where the Titanic had sunk over a century ago. The captain of the Titan was Stockton Rush, CEO of the leading expedition company. Among his passengers were a British explorer, 2 members of a Pakistani business family, and an expert on the Titanic. The operations of the Titan vessel were organized by OceanGate Expeditions, an underwater exploration company. Since 2021, the company had been monitoring the condition of the Titanic and its surrounding ecosystem through annual expeditions. Finding and retrieving the wreckage is a crucial part of the investigation to determine what happened during OceanGate's activities, which have raised serious questions about the design of the dive vessel over the years. The U.S. Coast Guard on June 22 stated that the Titan dive vessel had been crushed in the area near the Titanic wreckage, resulting in the immediate loss of all 5 people on board. Before the dive vessel wreckage was found on the ocean floor not far from the Titanic, the world had anxiously awaited for 4 days following the disappearance of the Titan, with millions of people following media reports about the race against time to locate the vessel due to limited oxygen supply on board. Canada's Horizon Arctic vessel was equipped with a remotely operated vehicle, ROV, to search for the dive vessel wreckage on the ocean floor near the Titanic. Pelagic Research Services, a company based in Massachusetts and New York that owns the ROV, stated in a statement on June 28 that they had completed offshore operations. The Titan wreckage was located at a depth of approximately 3,810 meters underwater and approximately 488 meters from the Titanic on the ocean floor, according to the U.S. Coast Guard last week. The U.S. National Transportation Safety Board stated that the Coast Guard had declared the disappearance of the Titan dive vessel as a serious maritime accident, and the Coast Guard would lead the investigation. OceanGate Expeditions, the company that owns and operates the Titan vessel, is based in the United States, but the dive vessel is registered in the Bahamas. OceanGate had its headquarters in Everett, Washington, but this facility had closed by the time the Titan vessel was found. Meanwhile, the Transportation Safety Board of Canada also confirmed that they are conducting an investigation into the explosion of the dive vessel Titan during the Titanic exploration. Investigators have boarded the Polar Prince, the mothership of the Titan dive vessel, to gather information from the